good morning, my peeps. It's Miss Raven Plans. Thought I would come on and do a little chit chat. Now, everyone is like posting their planner hauls and what they're going to use next year. Let me zoom out just a little bit here because we don't need to be that close. Okay. Like I said, they're posting out their lineup for 2025, and I have been, I don't think and I tell my planner friend this all the time. I don't think I've ever been this bipolar about planning, ever. But this year was pretty hard. I have looked back at my history, and I've literally had a Hobonichi weeks for the past 3 years. I'd say max 4 years. But this last year, I didn't really use it all that much. I felt like I couldn't gel with it. It just wasn't my thing. So I stopped using that, oh boy, quite a few months ago. Like I said, it just didn't gel for me. It wasn't my thing. I was kind of like, nah, I'm not gelling with it. So I just put it aside. I never really used it. I used it for kind of like logging some daily activity, things like that. But then I was just like, why? There's no point. So long story short, I was very, very bipolar about what I wanted to do for next year's lineup. I think I pretty much have it down, but I'm going to go through all I'm going to go through all the planners I have, which I feel so insane to say this, but I think everyone can kind of feel me on this one, that I have so many damn planners, and I'm like trying to just pick one setup and just go with it. And I'll be honest, it's a struggle this year, and I don't think I've struggled this bad in a long time. And I have to laugh because I'm normally not like this. I pretty much buy one planner, I use it, and that's it. But I think that the challenge is that I keep chasing this planner piece that's supposed to happen, and rainbows and sunshine, and you're just supposed to feel great about it, and I don't feel that at all. And maybe it's just, I don't know. I can't explain it, but I don't feel like I had that in the past couple of years, but that's okay, because sometimes you have that. Sometimes you just need something that's functional, and that's fine. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to go through everything I have, and then some of these, of course, I'm not going to use, and then some of these I will use. So everyone, I think, and their mother's uncle has this planner, and I'm going to zoom out just a little bit because I feel like I'm a little too close again. So my apologies. I feel like everyone and their mother's uncle has this Day Designer pocket planner, and I have to be honest, it's not something I'm like, I'm not going to die if I don't use this. Like literally, I had a setup that I used, and I can't tell you how many people had the same exact setup as me, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm just like everyone else. No, and that started getting to me. I actually, while everyone was jumping on the bandwagon and buying this just because they saw it on Instagram, I totally got this by accident. So the story is, I went on to Target because I wanted to get another planner, because I kind of wanted a on-the-go, small, compact, carry with me all the time planner. So I ordered something from Target, and then my thinking was, I'll be okay with it because it's small. It's not going to be a big deal. Well, guess what? It was. And I actually was not expecting it to be this small. I'm going to zoom out just a bit. I was not expecting it to be this small. And that kind of threw me through a loop because it was so small. I don't always write big, but I thought, oh my God, there's no way I can make this work. There's just no way. So I ended up, I only did the first July page. And right now my oldest daughter is she's getting married in May of next year. So she's got a lot of appointments. She's got things that she's got to write down, deadlines, things like that. And I know I don't think she had a planner. And if she did have one, I didn't think she had one that she could, small enough to put in her purse. So I actually, long story short, I gave her mine because I didn't care for it. And I actually went and returned it and got my money back from Target. So that was fine. So don't ask me why, but I ended up missing it. So I bought another one. And so this is the second one I bought. But literally the first one I bought, I didn't realize how small it was. And I was just like, what am I doing? This is just too small. So I got mine literally by accident because I wasn't anticipating it being this small. Anyways, long story short, I have put things in it. I have tried to use it. And I do use it from time to time. As you can see, I've kind of got everything filled out, I think, until October. And October, I didn't even fill out the monthly. I started dropping off because I literally just put it on the bookshelf I have next to my desk, and I never touch it. So, 2 in the back of my mind, it only goes to June of next year. So it's not something I'm going to have long term. It's only for 6 months of next year. So whether or not I keep up with this, I at this point, I'm not certain. I love it. Of course, it has, I doodled in it, and, I put certain things in it, and it's cute. I won't toss it, but can't say that I'm just going to be like, this is my go-to for next year. That's just not going to happen. So anyways, there's that. Next, this was the first year, and my planner friend can attest to this, that I got the Hobonichi Cousin. Now, I for the most part, I love this planner. I think the only thing I don't like is these weekly pages because I just don't use them. I use them for journaling prompts, but that's it. I could never decide what to use this for, so I felt like this part was a waste for me. At least for me, because I don't use this. I do like the big pages. See, I haven't used this in quite some time. August really was the last time. But see, I can, pretty much doodle and lay everything out. And so this has been a solid planner for me this year. I've never fully finished one. So the fact that I'm here at almost October and I'm still using it, that surprises me. Will I get one for next year? I'm on the fence because I've heard some rumors about a bad batch of paper, and I already had issues with this paper in here. I've ripped it several times, which has never really been a thing for me. And watch, I won't be able to find the part that I ripped. But there definitely was a couple pages that I ripped, and I just was like, yeah, see right here. This is ripped, and I've never had that problem before. So if there's a bad batch of paper or whatever for next year, I can't say that makes me too excited to use it next year. So I probably will not buy it yet next year for my lineup. I did purchase this guy. This is a classic Moleskine. This is the daily. This is the weekly. This is the 18-month. This is basically just my work planner. And a lot of people like to have everything in one. Me, I don't want to even look at work stuff. So this is just simple for work, notes, meetings, meeting notes, things like that, things I got to do. And then I just decorated the front with stickers, and that's that. That's probably going to just be my go-to for work for the next year because it's literally at 18, so it's going to literally cover all of 2025. This one, the daily, I like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I decorated it a little bit. I put some stuff in it, some vellum I printed from Plan with B is most of these vellum sheets. Like she puts this one out, this. So I got my holidays in here. This is basically just personal stuff only. I put my, you know, my meal planning in here, what I ate, if I took my meds, fed the pets, you know, skincare, things like that. So that all goes in here. Daily tasks, you know, if I got to do chores, I write that in here. This will just be a home planner and it will be on my desk. The only thing I kind of have to wiggle the cover is from Paperbound Creations. You can find her on Etsy. She is reasonably priced and she's a fast shipper. So this one I will continue to use in 2025 because it covers the whole year and I like it. It's worked pretty solid for me. So that's a solid for sure. For sure. Okay. Now we're coming down to the one thing that I probably would not use, which kind of disappoints me, and that is my, I think this is an A6 Stology. And I got this one decorated so cute. And I've never been a vellum person, but I printed all the vellums. Again, most of this is Plan with B. Got the calendar in here from Peanuts Planner Co. I got the holidays, more matching vellum. I mean, I was so excited and happy when I decoed this one. And then I started to try and use it. And paper is solid. Stology paper has always been my favorite. It's very sturdy. It's a solid paper. But the problem I was having is I forgot about this spacing. Now, I'm going to use this one because it's a lot smaller. But Hobonichi, Stology. And you can tell the difference in the boxes. And I forgot all about that when I bought this. So I'm like, I have to write huge versus not writing huge, and I don't like to do that. So I started using this as a daily planner, and immediately I started getting annoyed. I felt like I had to write super huge, and it threw me through a loop, and I'm not a huge writer. I like to write a little bit smaller and condense everything. And that's what I tried doing here, but then it looked weird because the lines don't match. So it was just literally driving me nuts. So I think I might actually turn this into my daily check-in notebook and call it a day. But I definitely will not be using it as a planner. You know, I mean, I love Stology. I just wish these boxes were smaller because that's the whole reason I'm not going to be using them for next year. Okay. So with that being said, for next year, pocket on the go. So I picked up this little, and I've seen these on Amazon before. This is the little, the weekly spring. This is like the original size, which I don't know. It seems a little bit smaller. I think it's a little bit smaller. It's got to be like pocket size. Anyways, I, again, decoed this one, put the holidays, and then I backdated what I could, which I only got to May, but I did deco it. This is basically just like if I'm on the go and I got to, I got to get this or what have you, it goes in here. This is basically just for on the go. I go in here and, you know, you make sure that you're on the correct date at least. So I have that right there. And then I kind of just, you know, I do have deco to separate the months. I got little tabs that I made on the sides for the months. I have this little vellum board. It went in my pocket ring, my personal size rings, and I will go into that in a moment. But this one literally goes to March of next year. So I was like, okay, well, I can use this to kind of jot things on the go, week at a glance, because I do like to look at a week at a glance. I'll just, you know, work with that for as long as I need to, because I literally got this, I think, for like $3. And so I was like, why not? This is a pocket Moleskine. It is an 18-month. So it does cover all next year. Again, decoed it a little bit, not too much. I did, however, I added my trackers, but see, I decoed all the way through, and I usually don't do this, but I did. So I'm like, I got to commit to it a little bit. Marked off the months. This again goes to the end of 2025. I did laminate a little. It's like a pencil board. My kiddos, my parents, just kind of goes in here. And then depending on the pen I use, it's just to make sure I don't, this is kind of like a brained up notebook. So I kind of put all kinds of random whatnots in here. So this just is simple. It will not go on really on the go with me. I think it'll just stay home, but the Hobonichi can, and that's where this guy comes in. So I got this pocket Moleskine. Like, all my Moleskines, I just can't. It's actually a 2024, and that's the reason why I got this for like $5. Because it's for this year, but I literally bought it like I think a month ago or something. So I got it really, really cheap, and I did start using it, but then I'm like, wait a minute, I can totally use this for next year. So all I'm going to do, and it doesn't really matter, I got some deco in here, playing with B, and then I had these inserts, so then I'm just going to use that for next year. I got all my habit trackers in here, some more vellum. And then, the only thing that's going to be different is the day of the week. So you can just cross that off, reuse it, bam, done. So I am going to be using this one next year. See, I printed more vellum. And then I have extra task inserts at the back of the pocket. Brain fart, I couldn't remember what I was trying to say. So this one will just be, I throw in my purse on the go for daily stuff, if I have errands to run, if I have tasks to do, things like that. So basically, my main planner is going to be my classic Moleskine. And then for on the go, it's going to be this guy. So I'm going to be working exclusively with 2 planners. Now, I did have a beautiful burnt orange personal size rings, and I returned that, and here's my thinking behind that. Now, it usually sat on my bookcase. I didn't really use it all that much, to be honest. And the reason being is that every time you run out of an insert, you got to take time to print, cut, trim, hole punch, get it in your planner. And I was finding that was taking a lot of time out of my day to do that when I had to replace inserts. And then I just found that I wasn't reaching for it because I don't know why. I just didn't. I wasn't gelling with it. The cost of the ink, the time, it just felt like I was putting too much time and effort into a planner that I really just wanted to be, grab your planner, do your thing, put it away, it's done. That's why I moved into the classic, because I literally pick it up, I do what I need to do, that's it. I don't have to fiddle with it. It's, it's already has the days of the week. I just add deco if I want to. I don't have to. And so it's been nice just doing my thing and not having to print all kinds of stuff just to make my planner functional. I think one month I went over on my sheet count and I literally paid like $32, and I just was like, nope, I am done. I'm not doing this anymore. And granted, I love inserts. Like Plan with B, her inserts are amazing, and I use her inserts for a lot of stuff. So it's just going to be executed differently. Like I have stuff already printed, so I'm just going to put it somewhere and still utilize it, but it's not going to be something I'm going to need to refill all the time, because it's just not going to be one of those things. So that's my honest opinion. That's my feedback. I didn't gel with anything. I think Instagram always tends to put my mind somewhere else, and I get overwhelmed because I think, oh my God, that's going to work for me because it worked for her. And really, in all reality, it's not going to, because what they do is completely different than what I do. I don't have a busy life. I don't have little people. I don't have a job that requires a strict schedule, lots of meetings, do this, not a lot of projects. It's not like that. So my life is pretty simple. I do my tasks, chores, my routine that I got to do every day. So it's basically the same. My work hours are the same every day. So I don't need something super fine into the detail, because I don't have that many details. I mean, literally these two things plus this goes on each page, and it just reoccurring. Unless I put game notes in there, which I have in this planner. I do have my Disney game notes. But I mean, my life is so boring. I don't have anything that my life is very, very simple. As technically as it gets is like when I plan to donate plasma, or I have a coffee date with my parents, or, hair appointments or nail appointments. But that's it. I mean, I'm boring. I have a boring life, and I don't require all this mumbo jumbo. If I, text my bestie about some kind of documentary that's on, I'll put it in here so that I don't forget to watch it, or, things like that. But my life is very, very simple, so I don't need something complicated. So I'm kind of excited just to do something very basic. I liked how I got this one already prepped, and it literally can be recycled because all we need to do is change the day of the week. And I'm totally okay with it. It doesn't bother me. I'm good to go. Not going to waste it. I mean, I literally got it for $4, $5. So the value was there, and I was just like, yeah, why not? So that's it. That's my update. I go back and forth so much. I've been back and forth so much. I don't think I've ever been this bipolar about planners before in my life, but this year was the year to do it. And now that I've kind of settled on what I'm going to do, I feel okay with it. I feel like that's what's going to work for me, is simple, easy. Just pick it up, write in, go. That's it, done. I'm not going to get too technical about anything. Like I said, this one is my brain dump. So daily I will go in and brain dump, kind of just say how my day went. I didn't sleep well. Nope, I don't sleep well at all anymore. I'm quite exhausted, but, stuff like that. That's it. I want to be simple. I think a lot of people are going through this right now. So, I hope you all find what you need. I hope that you find a planner system that's going to work for you, that's going to be easy, less stressful, makes your mental health that much better, and that you just jump into it and it's all good from there. If you guys have any comments, questions, whatever, hit me down below. Otherwise, find me on Instagram. And as always, I appreciate when you guys stop and take a look at my videos and comment and like. You guys are great, and the encouragement helps me. So I hope everyone has a great week, and yeah, back to the planner roll we go. Have a good one, guys.